Happy holidays, YouTubers. It's Vince Romano26 here, and I'm coming to you today with my vintage Christmas room decor tour. I'm starting on the back here with my door with my Halloween witch that I keep up all year. So, my very first piece that I want to show you guys is this cross-stitch, I guess you could call it a door decoration. I bought this at a flea market a few months ago. It was over the summer. I paid 50 cents for it. What caught my eye was just the snowman. I really like snowmen with my vintage Christmas decor, and what's nice about it is the fact that it's cross-stitch, and typically I'm not fond of this kind of style, but this one just spoke out to me when I saw it, and I knew I was going to regret not buying it if I didn't buy it, so I was like, okay, for 50 cents I'll take it. And what's neat about it is when you open the door, it's got bells on it, so it'll always make a noise. So that's all that I got on my door. Alright, I'm going to cover up because I got a little bit of a mess in here that I do not want you guys to see. And of course, the crown jewel of this space happens to be my awesome 1950s aluminum Christmas tree. I bought that at an antique shop, I would say 2 Christmases ago, and when we bought it, I noticed that there were a lot more branches in it, so I was like, oh, this has got to be a big tree. But then I realized that there were 2 in there, and I got them for $19 a piece. No, $19.50 for the whole box. And what I did with them is I chose all the branches that were in the best of shape, kept those ones for myself, sold a tree for $19, and then sold the extra branches for $19. So I got $38 for all that stuff. And I've decorated this tree with most of my favorite ornaments. I have my 60s angel tree topper that I paid $2 for. And a lot of them are my old Santas that I've picked up at antique shows. Like, these are probably my most expensive next to my Pixies. Paid $4 for this green Santa, and of course my all-time favorite Santa is my blue one, which is very hard to find, that I got at an antique show for $3. And the same dealer as well. And I love the blue Santa. Another very popular item in the vintage Christmas world happens to be the Pixies and the Elves on the Shelf. These were sitting in a suitcase in some guy's booth at a flea market, and one of the main reasons that I loved it so much was because it came with the original Pixie Legend tag that I don't ever see on any of the old Pixies. So that's made in Japan, and again, that only cost me $1. He's made of burlap, I think, and I love him. And of course, this was probably a bad buy for the price that I paid for it. It was $5 at a antique shop, but I'm never gonna go nuts like that again. I just love him because I love that I can hang him on a tree and things like that. And of course, I got more of my Pixies. This one I liked a lot because it kind of reminded me of Waldo. And this one's just kind of a plain-looking Pixie. And then, of course, I've got a poodle ice skating that's probably from the 50s or 60s. My favorite piece, I think this is my most cheap Pixie that I bought. I bought him for 50 cents with a bunch of other vintage Christmas stuff. And he's my favorite. He's a drummer boy. And this I picked up at an estate sale. Just my, it was a big, huge hoarder house, and I managed to just swipe that up and got him for dirt cheap. Down here happens to be probably one of my most cheap vintage Christmas pieces. It's this hand-painted ceramic angel that I bought for 50 cents, and I'll show you guys what she looks like lit up. She looks pretty cool. I mean, it's probably not as great on the video as it is in real life, but she lights up and she works, and I love it. And then over here, I bought this paper church, and for those of you who've been on my channel long enough know, I'm not religious at all. But I love the look of this. It's made in Japan. It came in the original box from Sears and Roebuck Company, and it's stamped Japan. It's in beautiful shape. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just awesome. It's got little trees made of bottle brush. I absolutely love it. While this isn't vintage, I just decided to put it out anyway. If any of you guys watched the Periscope that I did of one of my thrift ride-along videos, I just bought this snowman beanie baby for 50 cents. I just thought, you know, why not? I love snowmen anyway. So yeah, oh yeah, also, shout out to Kay from Mad Main. If you're watching this is what my aluminum tree looks like. I know that you stated that you absolutely love these kinds of trees. And here it is. This is my version, my decorative version of an aluminum Christmas tree. If we come over here to my bed, or near my bed, I have the wall hanging aluminum Christmas tree with the pom-pom branches that I bought at a church rummage sale for $5. And I love the fact that it just, I don't know, there's something about the old aluminum trees that I absolutely love. Maybe it's just the fact that it's vintage. That's probably what it is. And I don't know why, I just love the tree. And everyone in my house hates them, and I absolutely love them. Do you guys ever find that things that you grew up with maybe is just not someone else's style, or maybe they're just like, oh, I lived through that time period, I don't want to see it again. But just to me, I didn't grow up in this time period, so stuff like this is just fascinating to me. And another one of the pieces that I bought, like, maybe last summer, or last spring maybe, was this 1950s CocaCola cardboard store display. Bought that for 25 bucks. It's in a professional frame. And it's out all year, so I have it displayed all year because it's Coke. And it is missing some stuff. If you look at the top, right where that ornament is, there should have been a Coca-Cola sign there. Or no, yeah, Coca-Cola sign there. And then where the big red ball with the gumdrops and the popcorn balls should have been Santa's hand. And it was cut off, but that's okay because I still love it and I got it for a really good deal. Over here, I actually had to move my melted plastic popcorn decoration Santa because I got a larger witch that you saw in one of my thrift hauls, and I couldn't fit her over here, so I had to move Santa over here. And that cost me a whopping $3. If you guys haven't seen my melted plastic popcorn decoration tip video, I'll link that in the card up in the corner so you guys can see what to pay for them, things like that. Over here is where I have most of my main holiday decor, and again, it's out all year, call me crazy. But I have most of my blow molds over here. I've got this large Santa from the 1950s over here. This one over here from 1968 or 1969. All my little miniature Santas ranging from 1968 to probably 1970. This one's from the 50s too, but he's got some issues, but I love him. These were all $2.50 a piece, including this one that I bought separately. Down here, I have a lot of my Christmas tchotchkes. That came with all the blow molds. The red velvet dancing Santa, I got him for $2.50. If you guys can see back there, I have a Santa and Mrs. Claus in a red velvet. That was like $2. I got an old Santa pail, which I think you could carry around when you're caroling or something like that. And I got a Santa roly-poly charm. I've got everything. I've got the royal plastic electric Santa. I've got a pitcher, which you guys can barely see. I got a whole set of that stuff for a really good deal. I got a bendable posing toy. I have another pixie in here that I could not hang. And I've got a few other toys. I've got the one sealed in the package from the 60s. I got a snow globe. I've got this cup made in Japan. I have this little toy here, which I absolutely love. My mom picked him up for me. And you push the button on the bottom, he just goes nuts. Leave it to Santa to go nuts. And then down here is where I have most of my Santa plushes, ranging from prices from, I would say, $1 all the way up to $18. I got the snowman over here for $2 at an antique shop. He came from an estate sale, but I don't even remember. There was so much stuff, and I paid so little for everything. Most of these came from flea markets and antique shops. Some of them I overpaid for, and I'm never doing it again. But I absolutely love these things. And I know some of you who grew up with these Santas claim that some of these look downright evil. And as much as this one kind of looks evil, I absolutely love it. I don't know why. So that's all my Santas. And over here I bought that 1960s felt reindeer. I'm going to sell the other one online for like $5, see if I can get rid of it for that much. And then also I happen to have two of these Telechron Noel lamppost blow molds that I bought for $10 for the pair. I absolutely love those. And I forgot to mention, I have this 1973, oops, sorry guys, flash went out. The 1973 Empire Santa cookie jar. And forgive me if I'm wrong or if I'm crazy, but this one held the musty basement smell that a lot of things that sit in the basement for a number of years have. I can't get enough of that smell. They should make a cologne or something out of it because it smells phenomenal. And I also forgot to mention that I have this Santa boot here, this paper mache Santa boot that I bought for 50 cents at a flea market. And then if we come over here, I'll just come up here. Alright, I have two Santa heads on display here. This one originally had a light in it, but I pushed it into the head on the back because it was dangling and I didn't have room to put other stuff. So that one I think cost me like $2. This one had the original box with it from a flea market, and I paid $5 for it. And if we pull this little knob down here, you gotta be careful because these musical functions can be... I don't remember if he's playing Silent Night or... I can't remember what it is, but it's on the box in the bin, and I don't want to pull the bin out. And then we've got some of the melted plastic popcorn decorations, which I have the angel right here. And then I have Noel over here. Those came from the Goodwill for about $3 a piece. And over here, I have the Noel candle blow mold from 1973 that I paid $5 for. I'm looking to find another one, and there are plenty of other molds that I'm looking to have, but, you know, I'll take it for what I had, because I was looking for this for a long time, and I finally found one. This blow mold right here, this 1973 Carolina Enterprises snowman that I found was at a junk shop for $2, and that was a good find on my part. Last of my Christmas decorations happened to be this 1973 Empire snowman, Santa on a sleigh. I think my dad paid $2 for that. And then I've got one of my largest Santas that I own. I bought this for $3, and this was in a mix of modern-day Christmas ornaments, so that's probably why I got them so cheap. And I bought them in the off-season, hint hint. I don't know if there's any Christmassy stuff in my salad dressing jar, but I'll see what I can find. There's a whole, oh yeah, I got this little guy. He's just like a clip that would go on a candy cane in like the 50s or 60s. There's a whole mismatch of stuff in here. I don't even know what holidays I got in here anymore. So I'm going to slide that back over here, put my little witch friend back on here. And I think the last of my Christmas decor happens to be over here. I got that other Santa holding a Christmas tree, and he came with a little bell. That was like $3. And then starting back, or finishing where we started, is my last piece of vintage Christmas decor. It's this melted plastic popcorn decoration Christmas tree that I bought for $3. It sits behind my wall, like the far part where my door is, because I don't have any other space for him. Oh, and by the way, here's the large witch, where I couldn't fit her over above my bed anymore. So yeah, that was my vintage Christmas decor room tour. If you liked, be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already done so, remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you're not following me on eBay, Etsy, or Periscope, be sure to check out my About section. And make sure you follow me on either of those 3 sites, because that's how you'll find me. Thanks for watching.